Did you ever felt like you are stuck at certain score for so long? No matter how hard you try, your score just doesn't want to edge up. Today, I have an answer for you. In my understanding, you need someone to tell you your mistakes and give you suggestions on what you should do to improve your score. This is exactly why today we will be taking a deeper look at the result of our practice test to see why our score is not what we expect. Couple of weeks ago, I uploaded this mock test which I appeared on detpractice.com in which I scored 125. So today, I will be taking you through the in detail result of that mock test in which we will be seeing why did I score just 125 and not more. And just for my viewers, I have partnered with detpractice.com to give you guys free of cost 1 day access of their entire question bank so that you can practice as many questions as you want for 1 day. Additionally, you will get 2 correction services using which you can send your speaking and writing sample that you practiced for correction to professionals. They will not only provide you the detailed assessment of your answers, but also highlight what mistakes you made and how can you improvise on it. In order to unlock this free offer, you simply have to sign up on the DD Practice website using the link that I shared in the comment box below. Now, without any further ado, let's uncover some amazing facts by looking at the detailed assessment. For this, we will have to jump on the DD Practice website and click on the Mock Exam tab. Here, if you scroll at the bottom, you will see the results of the mock test you appeared for with breakdown of individual and integrated sub-scores. For each mock test, there are 2 options that are presented. The exam report is the comprehensive assessment of each and every question of your mock test along with suggestions on how to improve it, and second is the answer record which will show you how much did you score in each and every question type. We will go through both of it and uncover some much needed information. So first, I click on the exam report and straight out you see the score that you have achieved and the explanation of what that score means, just similar to your actual Duolingo English test. My score here is 125. I am at an intermediate advanced CEFR benchmark B2. I can communicate smoothly, I can understand the main idea, and I can interact with the proficient English speaker. Next up is the individual sub-scores. I have scored 115 in speaking, 120 in writing, 145 in reading, and 125 in listening. And just next to it is the integrated sub-scores. So I have scored 120 in production, 135 in literacy and comprehension, and 120 in conversation. It gets more interesting as we scroll below. Here we see individual score analysis. The graph is pretty clear and straightforward to understand what section I performed the worst. In this case, it's speaking. Now, if you don't want to look at the graph, you can simply read the description that's given besides it. For me, it says among all the sections, my best was reading and my weakest was speaking. Best performance in speaking was in the speaking sample and the weakest was in speak about the photo. And this way, it highlights my performance for best and weakest for all the 4 sections. This is exactly what we are looking for. So far, we were only giving practice tests without its assessment. Detailed assessment of our test will actually help us to understand which skills are we lacking. Let's move on to see some more amazing stuff. Next up, we see objective question exam analysis. This section tells you how many % of your questions were correct from the objective question type. Now, you will be able to understand where exactly you lost marks. Whether it was read and select, listen and type, or read aloud. As we can see, in many cases, I performed poor in fill in the blanks and interactive reading question type. Further below, you are given an intelligent recommendation based on what score you want to achieve. You will be recommended the number of questions that you will need to practice every day to perfect that question type. For me, my target was 130, So my recommendation based on my current performance is that I need to practice these question types. To the right are the words that I selected incorrectly. You have an option to add it to your vocabulary list so that you can revise them later. Now we come on to the most interesting part. Here you will get the detailed understanding and score of each writing and speaking question type. Let's click on the first question to understand what mistakes we made and why did we get the score of 110 out of 160. So if you look at my answer, there were these 3 sentences that I was able to write. The red line tells you the mistake that I made, and on the right, once you click on it, it will tell you what was wrong with your sentence. In my case, it should have been a family rather than just family. So there were about 5 mistakes I made in this answer. Next up, you will also see the polished answer, which means that this is how you should ideally write the answer to get high marks. Just imagine, you're not only seeing your mistakes, but you're getting recommendation on how should you correct it. I think this is going to help a lot of you guys to prepare for your exam. Let's check out a speaking question that has been corrected with suggestion. Here, I have scored 130 out of 160, which is okay, I would say. So this was the question that I was given. And this is my oral assessment, which shows I was fluent and my pronunciations were on point along with proper structure to the answer. Next up, you will see the entire transcript of your answer. Mind you, this is the speaking sample answer and they have transcribed the answer for us to understand what are the mistakes in this. As you can see, in my case, even though I scored high, I have 10 pronunciation errors and 33 unexpected pauses. The best thing about my answer is that there were no repetitions. So if I'm preparing for English test, I would make sure that I practice my pronunciation and try to speak as fluently as possible. Let's see what we uncover by clicking on the answer record, which is the second button. On your left, you will see the question and the correctness percentage. If I click on the read and the select question in which I scored 0%, on the right, it will tell you what was that word and why did I score 0 in it. This list will contain all the questions that you answered on your mock test. I feel that this is one of the features which every student must use at least once to understand your mistakes and why are you not able to achieve your desired score. Currently, this mock test feature costs only $4.99, but for that value that you're getting out of this is way higher than that. You will get the detailed assessment within 5 to 30 minutes of your test. So there you go guys. I have mentioned the link in the description box below for the website. I encourage you to go use this free service and also explore other features on dtpractice.com. Thank you so much for watching and I'll meet you in the next one. All the best.